Hi guys! So it has been a while since we did any upgrade on this PC right over here. So why don't you join me as we install this GPU mount from EZDIY-FAB, which is a vertical GPU mount and will allow us to see all the ARGB lights from our GPU. But before we start, let's make sure that we clear all of these things so that we have a table that we can use in order to install our GPU mount. And now that table is clear, let's do a quick unboxing of our GPU mount so that we can see what is inside the box. So this is the Universal Graphics Card Mount, the 333 series from EZDIY-FAB. It's PCI 4 ready and it's actually white in color and has some RGB in it as well. So let's take a look what we have here inside the box. So we have our riser cable, which is also white in color. We have some instruction manual, the back plate, some of the screws that we will need, 3M tape. I'm still not sure where we are going to use that. Let's see. So this is the one that I like about this mount. It has this bracket that we can use to make sure that it can stand on top of our fans, which I will be showing you later. Okay. Then we have the main bracket here with the RGB here, and this is the cable for the RGB. I would have wished this is also white in color. And another part of the bracket. That's it. That's what's in the box. So now, let me put our CPU right over here so we can start our installation of our vertical GPU mount. Heavy. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have removed all of the electrical connections so that we will not get electrocuted, and we can start installing our vertical GPU mount. So we need to remove the side panels first. We would also want to remove the back panel just in case we will need to change something in there. So now it's time to disconnect our cables. And also one thing also that I have actually upgraded here is that I just put in some RGB lights for our 24 pin and our 16 pin for our GPU as well. So we will all see that RGB lights come together once we have put this vertical GPU mount for our GPU. So let's just carefully remove our 16 pin power for our GPU. Then let's remove our GPU in place. I think I will need my screwdriver for this. Let's see, let's remove the ones that are holding our GPU in place. And if you're doing also this, guys, please make sure that you are very careful in removing the connection for our GPU. Good thing for my Asus motherboard, there is an easy release button here which will release the clasp for our GPU. So let's just push it here, and I think we should be able to remove our GPU. Yep, so let's put our GPU in one place first, while we try and figure out how to install this bracket. Try to put the screws on the other first before we finalize everything. By the way, guys, this is also the first time I'll be using a vertical GPU riser or vertical GPU mount on any of the build that I have made. So it's really a first time for me here. I hope I will like it, and I hope you will like it too. Okay, so we have installed the first portion. To do, we need to install this. How should I install this? Did I install this correctly, or I installed it on the opposite side? I'm not sure. Let's see. Am I doing this right? Okay, so it should be like this. And the space will actually depend on how big our GPU is, on how big we want our GPU is to be facing on our side. And I think we'll be using this bracket like I told you, because you see here, guys, there are fans below. So if this guy actually lumps forward, it will hit the fans. So there's a good thing that there's a bracket here where we can use to make it stand like this. But let's see how this goes. I think we should be good to put it somewhere here. So once we are okay with the length, I think we should screw this up. Let me screw this. So they asked us to use a thumb screw, maybe because they wanted us to be able to quickly adjust this as well, depending on the length of our GPU. Okay, so I have placed the 2 thumb screws here. So now what we need to do is place this riser here. I think we need to do it like this. Okay. Then we need to screw this down. Is it like this? Are we doing it like this? I don't think so. I think it's more on the bottom. Most likely. Hopefully. Oh yeah, here we go. Like this. And then thumb screws again. At the bottom. But now, we do it at the bottom portion. Okay. Oh, okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. And I hope my video is okay, because it's a bit hard to see if I'm doing this right on video. Can plug the other side of this to our motherboard, but see this, make sure that you have removed this cover. I almost didn't see it, so it's a cover before we install it on our motherboard. Let's see if this fits properly. Hopefully everything will be good. Make sure the alignment is there before we push it down. Ha 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 ha. I can't seem to move it. Let me see if installing this in the correct position will make it easier. I don't think so. Oh no. Let's see how we can do this. Okay, I think it's plugged in. Then I think I can place this properly now here. Okay, but before we do that, I think we should install our GPU first, because there are some screws that we need to plug in. No, I think it's okay. Okay, so let me just put this and install our thumb screws here. I think I'll just use the original thumb screw here. It's one thumb screw, and I think we need to use 2 more just to make sure that everything is properly installed there. Again, this would be a problem if you have big fingers like me, so just need to be careful. So I'm just making sure that our riser cable is properly sitting inside our CPU, inside our case there, before I tighten this up. Okay. Not too tight, because now we will try to see how we we need to install our GPU. Now is the time to install our GPU in place. So let's see how we do this. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there we go. Make sure that it's aligned before you plug it in. Okay, I think it's plugged in. Is it plugged in properly? Why is it not aligned? Oh no. It's not flushed in. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, now final two screws. Again, if you have big fingers, this will be quite a challenge. So be patient. So I think that's it. But based on this, we might not even need to put the bracket, but it will still be good to just make sure that it will not fall down. So our GPU has some support down below. Okay, so I think that's good. Okay, now let's put the power cable, and as for the RGB here, we will be routing it at the back side and just daisy chain it with some of the other GPU that we are using already.
One eternity later.
So this is it, guys. What do you think? Did this make our setup look better? But one thing that I am sure of right now, the RGB lights on my GPU is actually not working at all. And I think I need to contact ASRock to see how we can replace this GPU. But overall, what do you think? Would you do this in your setup? Would you put a vertical GPU in your setup? Put it down in the comment section below. It actually looks nice, and if all my RGB lights are working, this would be a very good setup. One thing that you do need to take note of is that once you have placed this vertical GPU, the back of the GPU is actually not flushed with the back of your CPU. So the cables would actually run through from the back of your CPU inside the CPU case in itself. So do take note of that. So what do you guys think? Did this make our setup look better than before? Now let me show you a before and after shot. So, what do you guys think? Is it better? But of course, imagine that all the RGB lights are working, because I will be needing to send this back and make sure that we get a replacement GPU from ASRock. So, what do you guys think? Put it down in the comment section below. That's it for now, guys, and if you're interested in this vertical GPU mount, I will put the link in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!